You were a 21-year-old tune handler. Garden View was pretty much your home. You even had your own room. You always left on the weekends to spend time with friends and family. You were closest with the shy, sleepy teen, Astro. You loved how sweet he was, and how he was with visitors. One Sunday, you were headed back to Garden View in your vehicle. It was about 9:30 at night, so it was pretty dark. Suddenly, someone going about 80 miles per hour crashes into the passenger side, and you're out. About 3 hours later, you wake up to a familiar hand holding yours. Then comes a great wave of pain. You try to cry out, but you can't make any more than a strained wheeze. You open your eyes and see Astro holding your hand, his eyes bloodshot due to crying. You try to lift your free hand, but barely get an inch up before the pain of movement becomes too much to bear. He notices that you're awake, so he calls out to the doctor and says, It'll be okay, Starlight. We'll get you all patched up, I swear. You manage a soft smile, and Astro's upper left hand gently rests on your heavily bruised cheek. The sudden touch makes you wince a little, but then you lean slightly into his touch. You notice that it was his lower left hand holding your own, as Astro says, Listener, I don't know how you can smile. You're on the brink of death. That car crash nearly killed you. The other driver got away unharmed, though. You let out a soft, raspy chuckle, then you managed to ask, How'd you know I was here? He shyly says, Apparently I'm the first number in your phone that answered. You smile and say, I'm glad you came. He smiles as he notices your voice getting better. And the doctor comes in and says, Mr. Novelight, is it? I'm afraid you can't be touching the patient, not with how severe their injuries are. Astro sighs and nods as he removes the hand on your cheek and tries to release your hand. But you refuse, as you say, Sorry, doctor, but that's not gonna happen. Astro chuckles softly. Then the doctor says, Listener, he has to leave and you need to go under anesthetic. Otherwise, those wounds will never heal. You glare at the doctor as some nurses come in. Then you look up at Astro and ask, Can you please stay? Please? Astro shyly says, Starlight, I love you. But the doctor says that I need to go. He sees your face turn a light shade of pink as you mutter, I love you too, but I just don't want you to stay. Astro realizes that he just confessed to you, and you feel the same. Then his face turns a light crimson color as the doctor says, Fine, the damn tune can stay. But only so long as he doesn't interfere, and so long as he can handle seeing all the injuries. You smile as Astro says, Well, can't be worse than all the distance. Oh, by the way, Starshine, Roger got a hold of the traffic cam footage on the road that the accident happened. He's working with the cops to find out who crashed into you. You smile and say, Could you tell Roger that I said thanks? Astro smiles softly and says, Of course, my lovely shooting star. A few minutes later, Astro was helping you relax so that the anesthetic would work better and faster. You were listening to him talk as you slowly drifted into unconsciousness. 5 hours later, you had just woken up. Ginger, Cosmo, and Sprout were there, and Astro was asleep on you. His arms holding you tight, his head on your chest, and his blanket draped over the both of you. 30 minutes later, you ask, hey guys, why are you all here? Cosmo smiles and says, Astro called us because the doctor needed help. You're all patched up. When Astro wakes up, you can try walking, but for now, how about you just try moving your arms? You cautiously move your right arm to Astro's head and gently pet him as you say, thanks guys, it feels good as new. Sprout says, good. Well, you're healers after all, but healing you while you were asleep was a bit of a challenge. A few minutes later, they had left, and Astro woke up. You were still petting him when he suddenly just looks up at you. And then he smiles and says, hey Starlight, you look like you're feeling better. You smile and kiss him. A few days later, you were back at Garden View. The Toons are all very careful around you, not knowing if you were completely okay or not. One day, Garden View had just closed for the night, and you were in your room, and you suddenly feel 4 arms hug you from behind. And you chuckle and say, hey Astro, what's up, hon? He calmly asks, can we cuddle tonight? After the accident, I want to make sure nothing else happens. You smile as you say, of course, darling. A few minutes later, the two of you were cuddling, his head on your chest, 2 of his arms hugging you, the other 2 under his head. His blanket was draped over the both of you. You gently kiss him, and you say, I love you, my beautiful shooting star. Good night. He smiles as he says, love you too, my lovely starshine. Good night. And the two of you slowly fall asleep while cuddling.